Hello, my name is Samantha Tarr. Have you ever felt stuck in the chosen career that you were asked to take your subjects or options at school back when you're 14, 15, 16 to go on to train in your chosen path or career for the rest of your life? Well, you're not alone, and this does happen to a lot of people for all sorts of different reasons. So what I'm going to do is share with you today my story, and interestingly enough, I met with a lady this morning that I had a very similar conversation with, and it just made me think I wanted to share this with you because within the realms of it, a lot of people can feel like this. And then I'm going to share with you what I found. If you'd like to contact me, you can do that via LinkedIn at Samantha Tarr, or alternatively email samantha@samanthatarr.com. So I decided at the age of 15, 16 that I wanted to be in the beauty industry. I didn't really know if it was going to be something I would do for the rest of my life or if I would really like it. But I chose my options, I chose my subjects, and I went down that path. I'm very lucky. I've had a 30 years career within the realms of the beauty industry. I've always been an independent business owner since I was 21 years old, which has been great. And actually, there's always two sides to everything. You know, there's some things that's good, some things that are more difficult. Equally, if you're employed or in a corporate role, it's the same things. They usually just switch around the other way. So I had employees, I had a salon, I absolutely loved what I was doing. I wanted to do the best for my employees. But like a lot of people through the 2009 financial crisis, which hit the globe, rocked the globe, that we're 10 years or more on from now, and we're all still having, during that 10-year period, having to have learnt to adapt and change, and everything that we've had through social media and the internet. Boy, how things have changed so much. But you know what? I've always thought of that as a positive. And I've always seen how the industry I've been in and absolutely love has changed so much with science, which is brilliant. So guess what? We've got a lot more we can look good, feel better, and get great results as well these days, compared to when I started 30 years ago. Now, being independent has always been really important to me. But actually, a lot of people can have really successful careers. They can be doing a job that they absolutely love, whether it being employed or in a corporate role. It doesn't really matter which side you sit, employed or self-employed. I think these days they're pretty much the same. People still have the same sort of struggles and feelings with either of them. So you may feel stuck in what you're doing. There might be lots of reasons for that. You can't afford to retrain. You might actually not really know what you want to do. Or actually, the other side to that is actually you might have absolutely loved what you did, which is what, like myself, I've always loved what I've done. But there comes a point in your life, and for quite often it's when you have children, or maybe you get to your 40s or your 50s. Maybe you've been really successful, you've got as far as you can go, or actually you might just be getting a bit bored with what you're doing. You might be earning a really good salary, or bonuses, but actually you haven't really got anywhere to go, or you're feeling stuck with where you are. And actually thinking of the next 10 to 20 years of producing an income that's going to pay you for the rest of your life, because these days a lot more people are living a lot longer in retirement. People are having a 30-year retirement. Like, that's a whole new life, and actually as much as everybody says you've got to live in the now, of course you do, you've got to enjoy what's around you, but you also need to make provisions for when you are in your retirement, because if you don't, that's going to be pretty tough, you know, and pensions have changed, you know, where are you going to get that income from? And this was me. I've always been self-employed. My business was successful. I had employees. Then I had a child, which has been the best experience I've had, who exceeds my expectations of being a mother. But actually, I do the school run, which is brilliant, but that reduces my working hours down dramatically, and along with that, my income. So 6 years ago, when I was quite happy with what I was doing, but actually I always had that nagging little person in there at the back of my head saying, what are you going to do when you retire? How are you going to stop? You know, in some ways I was stuck in what I did. I loved the rounds of what I did, you know, the people that I was around, the people that I was meeting. But actually, I knew inside of me I had so much more to give and so much more to offer. And actually that burning desire became stronger and stronger as I got older as well, and to the point where I'll be 50 in a couple of weeks' time. And I've been saying for the last 6 months, I'm going to be 50 in March, and I want the next 10 years of my working life to really count. 1, for my personal development, 2, for my income stream or various income streams, an income stream that I can rely on that will replace or be my pension, and also to be able to grow, you know, instead of just working in the small little area, you've got school and working, and everything's in one little area. So 6 years ago, I was introduced to a business online, you know, and there's a lot of opportunities out there. And I'm not saying you have to come to me to see what I'm doing, but, you know, and there are other ways to look, or other opportunities online. But if you would like to know the nuts and bolts and how it works and the flexibility it gives you, because my income has replaced, I work flexibly around my daughter, I still do the school run. I'm a lot more relaxed about it now because I have an income that I've been building through an online business alongside what I do, which is replacing what I do, which fills me with joy. And I know the next 10 years, they are going to count. They're going to be good, because having that opportunity at your fingertips to be able to build something, whether it's, you know, something new to you or not, the beauty of what we do is you can learn as you're earning. And I think that's really relevant in this day when people haven't necessarily got the luxury of time or money to go, do you know what, I'm going to take 2 years out, I'm going to go back to uni, I'm going to get a degree, or I'm going to learn a new skill, and then you're going to be at the bottom again of that pay scale to work your way up. Have you seriously got the time for that? I would say generally 99% of the time people would have to say no, and then they feel stuck in where they are. So if you're looking for something different, I would be more than happy to share with you what I do, show you how I have that flexibility, and could it work for you? So I'm just going to finish with a little story. So I met a lovely lady today, a physio, and I met her because she helped me with I had some treatment with her, and she's exceedingly good at what she does. And she works for the NHS, which in the UK is our healthcare system. And she's really, really good at what she does. She has children, so she needs to work around her children as well. She likes to work with people. But for her, the next step is taking her out, away from what she really likes and her skill, that she has great skills, you know, who wouldn't want to be using those skills, to be doing a desk job, to do management, you know, to work with rotors and all of that sort of stuff. And that filled her with dread. She wanted the extra money. She wanted the step up on the pay scale. She wasn't worried about the responsibility. But to do all of that for the extra money that she really wanted, it wasn't the role she wanted or deserved. Which, when I was having treatment with her, I said to her, let's have a chat, let's meet, let's have a chat, and I can show you what I do. We work a lot with healthcare professionals as well with what we do. So I met with her today, and hearing her story, I just thought, you hear this story all the time. You know, people love what they do, but they feel stuck. What do? You know, they've got family, they want to make this extra income. So I sat down and I showed her quite simply how she can bridge that gap. She can stay with what she's doing. She can bridge that gap, build up some another income stream flexibly around her family, which I think is really important, or commitments, and not have to feel pressured to go and take that role. And for me, that's what it's all about. You know, I found what I'm doing. It works and it's working for me. I want to share that with the rest of the world. So if anything about this has grabbed you, I would be more than happy to connect and have a chat. Thank you for listening, and please feel free to go back and look at any more of my my presentations or my videos, or contact me on Samantha@samanthatarr.com.